My name is Rikki Seguin. I'm the Field Associate with Environment New Mexico. Joining me today is Public Regulation Commissioner Jason Marks from District 1, and also a local Albuquerque pulmonologist, Dr. Donna Upson. So thank you both for being with us today, and thank you to Silver Gardens Apartments and to Alvarado Farms for hosting the event. In the wake of this summer's severe drought, and as the fiscal cliff and the expiration of critical tax credits for wind power are quickly approaching, we're here to release Environment New Mexico's new report, Wind Power for a Cleaner America. It's no surprise that wind power is good for the environment, but this report for the first time quantifies the global warming pollution avoided and other environmental and public health benefits that we can get from more wind power here in New Mexico, or that which could be left on the table if Congress does not act now. Wind energy already powers homes and businesses all across New Mexico, reducing our dependence on polluting energy sources like coal and oil. But we still have enormous untapped potential to get more of our energy from wind. And time is running out for Congress to act to extend these critical tax credits for wind power before they expire at the end of the year. Our message to Congress today is clear. Don't throw wind power off the fiscal cliff. Our clean air, water, and children's future is too important to blow it now. In the wake of the effects that we saw from this drought, the devastating impacts of extreme weather are more apparent than ever, as we've seen in the Northeast in the past few weeks with Hurricane Sandy. Global warming is happening, making storms, droughts, heat waves, and floods more frequent and more severe. Now more than ever, New Mexico needs to move away from burning dirty and dangerous fossil fuels and towards clean, renewable energy like wind power. Our current power production from wind energy displaces as much global warming pollution as if we were to take off 232,000 cars from the road every year. And if wind power production continues at a pace the same that it has been for the past few years, by 2016, this would have the effect of taking an additional 154,000 cars off the road. Additionally, wind power is good for our health. It reduces air pollution that is harmful for our lungs and threatens our lives. We've seen the effects with coal and natural gas-fired power plants, creating harmful pollution that creates smog, soot, and acid rain. The nearly 148,000 New Mexican children and adults who suffer from asthma are put at a higher risk of asthma attacks due to smog pollution, and soot pollution is linked with cardiovascular disease and heart attacks. And we know that clean, renewable wind power helps us to conserve water here in New Mexico and across the country. In the United States, more water is withdrawn from rivers, streams, lakes, and aquifers to cool power plants than for any other purpose. And we know the effects of drought here in New Mexico. We need to conserve water. Our current wind power production saves us enough water in the state to meet the needs of nearly 12,000 New Mexicans. And if the pace of wind production continues over the next 4 years, going at the same rate, we could save enough water to meet the needs of an additional 7,700 New Mexicans. And New Mexico's successful wind energy development results largely from the federal renewable energy production tax credits and from the state's renewable portfolio standards, requiring utilities to get 20% of their power from renewable energy sources by 2020. And wind power is at a critical time in its growth, now powering nearly 13 million homes across the country and on its way to being cost competitive with traditional fossil fuels. But the two key federal wind power incentives, the renewable energy production tax credit and the offshore wind investment tax credit, expire at the end of the year. If Congress doesn't act to renew these policies, many proposed wind farms will simply not be built, and we'll be throwing cleaner air, a more secure future, and water savings to the wind. We ask Congress to step up and to renew these policies, Despite environmental and health benefits of increased wind power, and despite widespread public support for the policies, fossil fuel interests and their allies are vigorously opposing this wind power. And they're creating a stalemate for health and environmental benefits for New Mexicans. As our nation heads towards financial crisis, we must invest wisely in a future with cleaner air, smarter use of our water resources, and fewer extreme weather disasters. We thank Senators Bingaman and Udall for putting New Mexicans first, and we urge them to do everything they can to ensure that these tax credits, the production tax credit and the offshore wind investment tax credit, are renewed before the end of the year. Our clean air, water, and children's future depend on it. Thank you very much for your time, and now I will